What's good, Raiders Nation? Buckle up, because we're diving into the electrifying Las Vegas Raiders news from their 2025 preseason opener against the Seattle Seahawks at Lumen Field. This wasn't just a game. It was a full-on homecoming for Pete Carroll, a proving ground for Geno Smith, and a roller coaster that had us screaming until the final whistle. A 23-23 tie? Yeah, it's preseason, but the vibes were anything but ordinary. Can the Raiders turn this spark into a wildfire for the regular season? Let's break it all down. Picture this. Lumen Field, buzzing with energy, and Pete Carroll walking back into the stadium where he built a legacy. The Raiders, led by our new head coach, faced off against the Seahawks in a game that felt like a movie trailer for the 2025 season. From Ashton Jeanty's hyped-up debut to Cam Miller's jaw-dropping touchdown bomb, this game had it all: heart, hustle, and a comeback that had us on the edge of our seats. So, what went down, and what does it mean for our silver and black? Stick with me, and let's unpack the chaos. First off, let's talk about the Seahawks run game, because wow, they came out swinging. George Holani, a former Boise State standout, was running like he was auditioning for Beast Mode 2.0, racking up 61 yards on 7 carries, including a 24-yard touchdown that had the crowd roaring. The Seahawks averaged 5.3 yards per carry without even using their starters like Kenneth Walker III or Zach Charbonnet. That's a wake-up call for our Raiders' run defense, right? What do you think? Can our D-line step up to stop this kind of ground attack in Week 1? But here's where it gets juicy. The Raiders didn't just roll over. Down 16-3 at halftime, it looked grim. Ashton Jeanty, our first-round pick, was bottled up, and Aidan O'Connell was struggling with 2 picks. But halftime adjustments under Pete Carroll's genius flipped the script. O'Connell found his rhythm, going 5-4-5 on a touchdown drive to Dylan Lobby, and rookie Cam Miller? Oh, he stole the show with a 41-yard TD pass to Shedrick Jackson. Raiders Nation, are we seeing the future of this team, or what? Drop your thoughts in the comments. All right, Raiders Nation, let's keep the energy high and dive deeper into this wild preseason clash. The Seahawks ground game was a problem, no doubt. George Holani wasn't just running. He was carving up our defense with moves that echoed Marshawn Lynch in his prime. That 24-yard touchdown, it came off a textbook block by rookie fullback Robbie Utes, who pancaked a defender to spring Holani free. Add in Jalen Milroe's 27-yard scamper and Jacardia Wright's score, and Seattle's backups were making our D-line look like they were stuck in quicksand. According to ESPN, the Seahawks' 5.3 yards per carry was a statement, especially without their top dogs. Now, let's flip to our side of the ball. The Raiders' first half was rough. Ashton Jeanty managed just -1 yards on 3 carries, a far cry from his 2,601-yard college season at Boise State. Aidan O'Connell's 2 interceptions had us all groaning, and it felt like we were headed for a long night. But don't sleep on this team's heart. Pete Carroll's halftime adjustments lit a fire. O'Connell bounced back, connecting with Dylan Lobby for a 6-yard TD pass, and our defense started clicking, forcing a crucial 4th down stop. Raiders.com called it a fight to the very last play, and that's the spirit we love. Then there's Cam Miller, the rookie QB who had us jumping out of our seats. On his first drive, he dropped a 41-yard dime to Shedrick Jackson on a gorgeous sluggo route, tying the game up and giving us life. Sporting News reported that Miller, a 6th-round pick endorsed by Tom Brady, is pushing for that QB2 spot behind Geno Smith. This kid's got wheels and an arm. Could he be challenging Aidan O'Connell for the backup role? Raiders Nation, what's your take? Is Miller the dark horse we didn't see coming? The block field goal that ended the game stung, no doubt. With 72 seconds left, Dylan Carlson's kick got swatted, sealing the 23-23 tie. But let's talk about the bigger picture. This Raiders team showed resilience. Pete Carroll's influence is already shining through, with the team battling back from a 13-point deficit. As Carroll said post-game, quoting the legendary Bud Grant, "We just put ourselves in position to fight to the very last play." That's the Raider way, isn't it? Who else is hyped for what this team can do next? Raiders Nation, let's get emotional for a minute, because Pete Carroll's homecoming to Seattle was straight up cinematic. walking into Lumen Field, where he led the Seahawks to a Super Bowl and 147 wins. Carroll was greeted like a rock star. Fans gave him ovations, former players dapped him up, and his post-game interview was pure heart. "It's honestly surreal," he said, soaking in the love from the 12s. Raiders Nation, how cool was it to see our coach get that kind of respect? Share your favorite Carroll moment in the comments. Geno Smith, our new QB1, was also feeling the vibes. He only played one series, going 1-for-3 for 15 yards, but his presence was electric. Post-game, he was out there signing autographs and connecting with kids from Seattle Children's Hospital, showing why he's a leader on and off the field. With Chip Kelly's offense backing him, alongside stars like Brock Bowers and Jakobi Meyers, Geno's got the tools to shine. But here's the question. Can he take us to the playoffs? Let's hear your predictions. The Raiders' offense is still a work in progress, no doubt. Ashton Jeanty's quiet debut was a bummer, but let's not panic. He's a rookie facing a tough Seahawks front. Colton Miller, our star left tackle, raved about Jeanty's smooth cuts and balance, saying he can't show his full ability right now, but I'm excited to block for him. With pads coming on in camp and more reps, Jeanty's bound to break out. Who else is ready to see him run wild like he did at Boise State? This game was a taste of what's to come, and the Raiders are showing they've got fight. From Cam Miller's clutch TD to O'Connell's redemption arc, there's a lot to build on. Pete Carroll's energy is contagious, and with a stacked roster, think Max Crosby, Brock Bowers, and that shiny new first-rounder Jeanty. This team's got potential. Raiders Nation, what's the one thing you're most excited about after this game? Drop it below, and let's keep the hype going. Let's wrap this up with a bang, Raiders Nation. This 23-23 tie wasn't just a preseason game. It was a glimpse into the heart and soul of our Las Vegas Raiders. Pete Carroll's return to Seattle was a storyline for the ages, but the real story? Our team's grit. Down big at halftime, they clawed back with Cam Miller's 41-yard TD to Shedrick Jackson and a defense that refused to quit. Sure, the blocked field goal hurt, but this team's fight is what has me pumped for the regular season. The Raiders' depth chart is starting to take shape, and it's stacked with talent. Geno Smith is QB1, with Aiden O'Connell and Cam Miller battling for QB2. Ashton Jeanty's listed as the starting RB, backed by Zamir White and Raheem Mostert, with Brock Bowers and Jakobi Meyers ready to light up the passing game. Chip Kelly's offense could be a problem for the AFC West. But let's talk defense. Can Max Crosby and our D-line shut down run games like Seattle's? What's your take, Nation? Pete Carroll's vision is clear. Compete on every play, no limits. His no-limit mindset and Geno's leadership are setting the tone. This game showed we've got the pieces. Now it's about putting it together. With joint practices against the 49ers coming up and a preseason clash at Allegiant Stadium on August 16th, the Raiders are gearing up for war. Who's ready to see our boys in silver and black dominate? Let me know in the comments. Raiders Nation, this is just the beginning. Hit that like button if you're hyped for the 2025 season. Drop a comment with your boldest Raiders prediction, and smash that subscribe button to stay locked in for all the latest Las Vegas Raiders news. Share this video with your fellow fans, and let's keep the silver and black pride alive. Until next time, keep raiding Nation.